I want you to look at the next 6 slides and see how many logos you recognize. Now, let's see how many you got right. The first is Nike, the second is Target, the third is Shell, the fourth is McDonald's, the fifth is Google, and the sixth is Apple. All of these brands have one thing in common, a great strategy. These 6 brands developed their brands into what they are today through what we call the brand development process. Today, I'm going to walk you through this process of how brands are built. There are 6 steps in this process. The first, strategic brand analysis. The second, brand identity system. The third, brand positioning. Fourth, prototype testing. Fifth, implement communications. And sixth, stewardship. In the first step, you analyze the customer, the competitor, and the self. For the customer, you analyze the trends, motivation, unmet needs, and segmentation. For the competitor, you analyze the brand image, identity, strengths, vulnerabilities, and future strategies. For the self-analysis, you analyze the existing brand image, the brand heritage, the strengths and capabilities, and the core brand values. In the second step, you establish the brand through visual and verbal identity. Some examples of visual identity are logos, symbols, colors, and typefaces. Some examples of verbal identity are taglines, tone of voice, and name. Some criteria to keep in mind in the brand image are to be bold, memorable, and appropriate, to be immediately recognizable, to provide a clear and consistent image of the company, to communicate the company's persona, to be legally protectable, have enduring value, work well across media, and to work well in black and white and in color. In the third step, you communicate to your target audience. An example of this would be to demonstrate an advantage over some competing brands. In the fourth step, you test the brand. You can do this through positioning a platform, visual identity, and key concepts and messages. An example of this would be through advertising, public relations, and promotions. The fifth step is to implement communications. This can be done through implementation blueprint, delivery schedule, campaign budgets, launch plan development, develop communications, and implement to select audiences. The sixth and final step is to maintain the brand. This can be done through ongoing care and feeding of the brand, through administering brand identity and element usage, through brand usage training, by monitoring your brand share, by providing ongoing brand consultation, and by looking for new opportunities for brand extensions or sub-brands. Now, let's look at an example and walk through the steps with Nike. First off, Nike analyzed its customers, competitors, and itself. Its customers are generally athletes. 2 of its competitors are Adidas and Under Armour, and it looked at itself to determine what the company is like. Next, Nike created a visual and verbal identity. The logo is unique and comprised of the swoosh and the distinct, bold typeface. The logo looks good in many colors. One of Nike's taglines is "Just do it." It is obvious what the customer should do from this tagline and Nike's tone of voice. Nike then established a clear advantage. Wear our gear and you will become the best. Nike uses advertising, public relations, and promotions to position and test the brand. The company then launches and implements its campaign and communications plan. Lastly, the company continues to assess the brand and creates new opportunities, such as creating sub-brands like Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, and expanding and improving its professional gear. Nike is just one of many great brands that uses the brand development process. It is obvious that this process works, and I hope you will use it when building your own brand.